unbelievable atmosphere, incredible fight. You know, the fight really ignited, and you know, they both played their part in that. They both battled hard. Neither gave up, neither wanted to give in. The will they both showed was incredible, and Junior at 36 years old, he had to show his resolve there. He had to dig deep into the well and pull it out in the championship rounds, and I was impressed for him to be able to do that at 36 years old. It's impressive.
I feel pretty good. I mean, I thought he fought again. I'm the type of guy, I pay homage to both fighters. I thought they both put their hearts on the line.
Yeah.
I thought they both gave everything they had. And if they could have gave more to the crowd, they would have gave more.
Yeah.
I think the biggest winner was Great Britain. Just my opinion. You got two native people put on a massive performance just for the hometown.
Yeah.
Like, you don't get that all the time. That's a rare commodity that you can have. So
for sure.
I think that this fight would be talked about for a very long time.
For sure.
You know, but I'm happy that we get to walk away with the victory, to answer your question.
Of course. Conor started a little bit faster. He was very energetic. Not sure whether that was nervous energy, etc., etc. Where do you think Chris played his part in the fight? Where were his better rounds from your opinion?
I think he met his match. He met him at his. Conor started fast.
Yeah.
Chris matched that.
Okay.
That was the difference in the whole fight. If Chris would have started slow, then the fight would have been totally lopsided.
Yeah.
But because Chris started right away, and a lot of people underestimate one thing when it comes to boxing. Your left hand is here for a reason. You may not knock guys out, but you damn sure can win rounds with it.
Yeah.
His left hand was key. He kept popping his jabs.
Yeah.
You know, and my teacher taught me very well, the late great Emmanuel Stewart, how to use the left hand. Left hand is the key piece. He taught Lennox. I'm sure everybody know who that is. and no one thought he would outbox Holyfield, but he did it. Just using his jab, perfecting his jab.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about. Yeah. You know, and it's all about the skill of the sport and not just the violence of it. And I thought he did a pretty good job tonight.
Surprised me. I didn't know he had what he had in him. I really didn't. I thought I would break him early. I underestimated him. You know, I didn't train for a fight like that. You know, I didn't know he had that in him.
How do you feel, Senior?
Extraordinary performance. And I give credit to Conor Benn, because let me tell you what, I was always right. What did I say to you? He's an extraordinary fighter, but the promoters are bringing him up, which is spoiling his weight at 147. What did I say? I've been saying it for, 2 years? That man can go across to the United States and actually tear it up. And you saw that. Junior is too big a man. These weights that they are flouting they're destroying the fighters.
Did that fight live up to expectation?
Yes, it did, but I believe it's a draw. Both fighters, nobody needs to lose today. It's a f***ing draw.
If you had to give it to someone, anyone edged it?
No. They f***ing worked hard in the gym, they trained hard, so f*** that, it's a draw.
No, good fight. You don't want nothing more as a boxing fan. That was fantastic. Enjoyed every second of it. Good fight. Happy.
What did you think of Eubank's performance? Do you think he won the fight?
Yeah, I think he won the fight. It's a good fight. No, really close. Everything was. I think it's a good fight.
Yeah, for sure. What do you think Eubank should do, or do you think they should run it back, Fraser?
Of course, it's a business. They can run it back, man.
Some people call that DNA. I say like this.
Guys, move to one side, please. One side, please.
The build-up to Chris Eubank Jr.'s fight against Conor Benn on April 26, 2025, has been nothing short of dramatic, with tension already running high before the fighters even entered the ring. Eubank Jr.'s struggles with the weight cut have dominated the headlines, adding fuel to an already explosive atmosphere.
For this fight to happen.
And do you think that will be a factor in the fight for Eubank?
No, I do, yeah. I do now, because, you know, I think what's happened this morning, you know, it tilts the scales as far as I'm concerned. I leant towards Chris because he's a naturally bigger guy, a more experienced guy. But I think after this morning, this is what I'm saying, his dad needs to get here. Your son needs you. Just be there as a father. Show him that.
Initially, he weighed in at 160.2 pounds, just over the agreed limit, before making a second attempt and managing to get down to 160.5 pounds, still slightly above the required weight.
Eubank Jr. 160.05 pounds. Scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing tomorrow night at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London.
First attempt at weighing in, missing it initially by 2 ounces. That's how small we're talking. On his second attempt, he has missed it by ½ an ounce, and ultimately that's cost him $500,000 as per the contract that he has with Conor.
This minor excess resulted in a significant financial penalty, with Eubank Jr. hit with a £375,000 fine, a stark reminder of how serious the consequences were for not making the weight.
An hour Eubank to arrive and make weight. He arrived just after 12, I would say, 2 ounces, kicked a load of cameras out, called out for a towel so that he could remove his underwear. That took a while. Reweighed 1 ounce over, then disappeared to the gym next door. He had a handful of minutes remaining at that point, did a little bit of work, came back, and in the end it's ½ an ounce. And it's a very expensive ½ ounce, but it was, as I say, it's the fun of the fair in fight week, basically. But in the context of the fight itself, I don't think it really means an awful lot that he's missed it by ½ an ounce, because I saw him and I thought he looked...
To give fans an inside look into the harsh reality of his weight cut, Eubank Jr. posted a behind-the-scenes video showing just how far he went to try and shed the pounds. The footage painted a disturbing picture. Eubank Jr. appeared drained, his face hollow from dehydration, and his movements slow and labored.
Okay, time to jump in the sauna. Now the fun begins.
The video revealed him wearing a heavy sweatsuit designed to help him sweat out the last bit of weight, a risky tactic often used by fighters under extreme pressure. At one point, he crawled into an insulated sleeping bag to speed up the weight loss, pushing his body to its absolute limits.
Oh, wow.
We are going to go on now. Start doing the back.
The pressure didn't let up with the weigh-in. A clause in the fight contract stipulated that Eubank Jr. could not exceed 170 pounds the day after the weigh-in, or else he'd face additional penalties, £100,000 for each pound over the limit.
The rehydration clause tomorrow,
yeah,
you know, this is starting to be quite expensive for Eubank Jr. I don't care how much money you've got, $500,000 or pounds is a lot of money. You don't want to lose it, so he won't want to miss that as well. But if he's really tired the weight, £10 might not be enough for him to. He might well come in over the £10 in the rehydration clause. Yeah, well, if he's taken £10 off from last night to now, which I would say he probably has, you know, to then only be £10 heavier in the morning. You might say, yeah, well, you've put the water back in. Yeah, but it's not just water. You're going to have you need to put electrolytes back in. You need to rehydrate properly. Salts, that holds water. So you might not then. Do you know what I mean? He could easily be over. He could be 12, 13, 14 pounds in the morning. I don't know what happens if that's the case. I guess it's a hefty fine.
Despite the struggle, Eubank Jr. expressed confidence that he would manage to rehydrate without issue downplaying the severity of the situation. Promoter Eddie Hearn also weighed in, acknowledging the challenges of the weight cut but maintaining optimism, as both teams had agreed to the terms in advance. Hearn also noted that Eubank Jr. had successfully managed similar weight issues in the past, which further fueled hopes that he would handle the situation as expected. Conor Benn, on the other hand, was quick to criticize Eubank Jr. for his failure to meet the weight limit, suggesting that it reflected poorly on his professionalism. Benn made it clear that if Eubank Jr. had been truly disciplined, he would have easily made the weight.
I mean, it looks in very good shape, Matt.
Yeah, fantastic shape. Yeah, shredded, greatly, strong as well.
We've had a lot of talk in the build-up about essentially Conor Benn making a fair jump in weight to fight Chris Eubank Jr. in two weight classes. He has fought at a higher weight though in the last year or so.
Benn himself had no issues with his weight and said that moving up 2 weight classes didn't hinder his performance. In fact, he felt stronger and more energized at his new weight of 156 pounds, which he believed would give him the edge in the fight. Benn had been sparring with larger opponents and was confident that the weight advantage would not be an issue, leaving him undeterred by the size difference and ready to prove himself in the ring. As the fight week continued, another controversy erupted surrounding Benn's choice of gloves. Benn had planned to wear traditional horsehair Everlast gloves, which sparked further debate over the fighter's equipment and fairness.
Oh no, I'll probably go these. Yeah, go these.
Like them,
yeah.
I think you've been wearing them in training,
Yeah, these ones. We'll go these ones. Specifically.
You like them ones?
I like these ones, yeah.
Don't forget, once you get your bandages on it, if we have to change it, then we've got players which we can change it.
Oh, perfect.
But the most intense moment came during the final face-off between the two fighters, where the tension was palpable. The two men locked eyes in a silent exchange, their fiery stares amplifying the animosity between them and intensifying the atmosphere as the fight drew near.
The contract says gloves that are approved by the British Boxing Board of Control. That's what it says.
The gloves are approved by the British Boxing Board of Control. You should have been here. They're done. They're done. And these are your number ones. All right?
This is not okay. It's not okay. We've specified all the way through that we don't want horses.
They haven't involved the Boxing Board of Control. And the Boxing Board of Control are the people who approve the gloves. Those gloves are approved. As these gloves are approved, and all these other gloves are approved.
We made a big deal about it before
you didn't make it with the British Boxing Board of Control.
Who's going to get some money on this? Of what? Contract. What? Yeah, you know me. Yeah?
Right.
You might need it.
Could you take the argument away somewhere else? Hey, gentlemen, take the conversation away somewhere else.
Mass, I'm not scared of you.
Keep it, mate. Chill.
Prick.
Take the conversation away somewhere else.
Come on.
Goodbye.
Come inside.
Prick.
Sorry? Just keep turning around and sign it. Come inside.
Go.
Despite all the drama surrounding the weight cut, the gloves, and the fines, it's clear that this fight is about much more than just the technicalities.
The contracts are, our contract is that the British Boxing Board of Control approve the gloves. If the gloves are approved by the British Boxing, as per every contract we've ever done around the world.
Those gloves are approved by the
Listen, it's going to be what it is, but that's not okay. It's not okay.
It's okay with us. Well, I accept your opinion, but we've approved the gloves already.
Yeah.
We'll see you all tomorrow.
Both Eubank Jr. and Benn are fighting for more than just victory. They're fighting for pride, for legacy, and for the potential to secure a massive payday. Eubank Jr., although penalized for missing weight, has remained unfazed, brushing off the distractions as attempts to undermine him. He made it clear that he was fully prepared for the fight and was focused solely on performing in the ring, not the issues surrounding his weight cut.
Last 10-15 minutes of the hour he had once Conor Benn had weighed in, then he rocked up to get on the scales. He was a little bit over. He had 4 minutes then to make the weight, and that's where he's left this small margin, and he was still over. I looked at earlier footage of him sweating it off this morning, which he posted himself, and I posted on my social media, and you see him sweating cobs. So it's not like it's an impossible ask. If he was training and there was no sweat coming out, you think he's got nothing left. The sweat was dripping off him. It's a miscalculation. Now I spoke to his coach, I spoke to his management team. I said, are you worried about it? He said, no, it's just one of those things, but it's an expensive one of those things.
He ain't giving up the money. And by the way, the biggest struggle for Junior will not be the hydration. It'll be in about 45 minutes. £10 is fine for him. And it's tomorrow morning. He'll put on another £10 after tomorrow morning.
So it's tomorrow morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah, any time after 8 a.m. So it's not going to be an issue. The issue will be the 160 now.
On the flip side, Ben is equally determined to make a statement and prove his doubters wrong. He's focused on securing a win, moving up in weight, and establishing himself as one of the sport's top fighters. For Ben, this fight is about silencing his critics and showing that he can overcome the challenges in front of him, regardless of the size disadvantage.
Your reaction to everything that happened regarding Chris's weight this morning?
I mean, it's an expensive price to pay, isn't it? You know, but he's disciplined, so he should have made the weight. He's made this weight his whole career, you know, he's expecting a little bit of sympathy, but he ain't got no sympathy around here.
156.4 for yourself. What was the thinking behind that and what that weight gives you tomorrow?
156 is a weight I felt comfortable at. You know, I'm not a 160 fighter, I'm not a 154 fighter, I'm a 147 fighter. So for me, I'm just going to go in there and use my speed, explosiveness, my ferocity. It's the way I fight, you know, for me that's not a 160.
The drama surrounding the fight has captivated boxing fans, with every twist and turn building anticipation for what promises to be an intense and high-stakes showdown. From the weight cut controversy to the equipment disputes and the penalties, it's clear that this is no ordinary fight. The stakes are high, the pressure is on, and both fighters have something to prove. As we watch this story unfold, the real question remains: who will emerge victorious, and who will falter under the intense scrutiny and pressure? The fight may be over in a few days, but the legacy of this battle will last much longer. And that's a wrap on today's breakdown of the explosive build-up to the Eubank Jr. versus Ben fight. It's been a roller coaster of drama, from weight cuts to glove controversies, and the stakes couldn't be higher for both of these fighters. The tension is through the roof, and it's clear this fight is about more than just the bout itself. It's about legacy, pride, and everything on the line. What do you think? Will Eubank Jr. pull it off despite the weight controversy? Or will Conor Benn his discipline and strength to claim victory? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed this breakdown. Make sure to subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss any of our future updates on this showdown and all things boxing. Until next time, stay tuned, fight fans.